Right, so it is still the, what was it, 24th of September right now. I'm at Most, going to the park for a bit. So I posted an earlier video today. Don't know if I'll post this second one on the same day, but might as well. Just shooting a little on my walks through the city. So it is the beginning of autumn, and to me that is the most beautiful season in the country, because everything just feels like it has a soft glow of a soft touch of gold, I would say. The sun is softer, the leaves are turning to golden brown colors, and still the vibes of summer are in the air, but it's becoming a little more cozy, where the nights cool off and you can snuggle up under a blanket. You can get some, what's this called again, chestnuts, and you smell Ivar in the streets, which is, or you smell Lutenica. Basically they make it of peppers. And also you can pull out your favorite sweater again. Offering Bible courses right there. See that more and more as well. These little stands with some people around, and they have little brochures about the Bible. They never talk to you though, they just stand there and wait for people to ask them something. It's not in Bulgarians' nature to be pushy, except for closeted gay guys. These are quite pushy, but that's another story. I'm right now walking in the Gradina, which is the biggest city park. I don't know if Fusion Park, the South Park, is actually bigger, but one thing I can say for sure is that Gradina is the oldest city park. It was designed by a French architect in the late 19th century. And a couple of years old is the Rose Garden right here, which is the newest addition to the park, which is quite fancy as well. It's arguably the most romantic place in town. In the park you see statues of famous Bulgarians here, such as Gotsudalchev, who the Macedonians argue is Macedonian, if I'm not mistaken. But well, there's no need to argue that with Bulgarians, because there's a lot of, let's say, disputed persons and disputed history between these two countries. And there's even recent political debate once again that Macedonia, or Northern Macedonia, is basically Bulgaria, and we even have politicians saying that if you don't believe so, you're a national betrayer, let's say. To me it's all, I truly don't care. Like, my perspective is, let everyone get over themselves and focus on the current era, where the country has plenty of issues to deal with and isn't managing any of them in a good manner, I would say. But even if the politicians did one thing correct, even if they only took care of the elderly, raised our pensions, don't make them live in squalor, then they would deserve some credit, but they don't care. So no, Bulgarian politics it's not even worth discussing. It's like they don't exist. Just there to grab money, funds, and you never hear from them again. Despite the country functioning on the bare basics, so everything kind of works. So it's not terrible per se, considering that the income tax is only 10%. So I can't complain too much, but still I don't give Bulgarian politicians any credit whatsoever. Especially in the recent few years, it's just a clown show. But that being said, it's actually the same in the Netherlands. Especially last week we've had some scandals, and the Dutch, who are typically very trusting in their government, have now turned completely skeptical of it. So things are shifting in the whole of Europe. That is absolutely the case. So, because if the whole European politics is turning into a clown show, Bulgaria doesn't stand out anymore, which is a good thing. And actually, it evens out, and Bulgaria is a pretty decent place to live. It always was in my perspective, but now it's even the Dutch questioning, are we living in a banana republic? That's how bad it is nowadays, trust me. It's gone pretty bad. So I kind of forgot, but on the 10th of September, which is exactly 2 weeks ago, I was in Bulgaria for 8 years. I was in the Netherlands last week, so I didn't take note. I kind of casually forgot. But I celebrated my 8th year in Bulgaria. My 8th completed year, which is pretty insane if you ask me. Like, I never expected that to happen. But I did. Here I still am. And I have to say that my life is pure magic here. I like to complain a lot. You haven't even seen half of my complaints because I don't broadcast them on my channel, but you should hear me and some of my friends how we talk about stuff. It's basically off the charts. But my life in Bulgaria is pure magic in terms of how I feel. No matter where I go, you have sensations as if you're basically on a psychedelic trip. That's how intense this country can be. For example, some road trips I made this summer. The things I've seen there are purely spiritual even. That's how beautiful this country is. And I don't use psychedelics, I don't use anything. Barely even drink apart from the glass of wine, so I don't know how that would feel. But the thing is, I'm not curious because I'm already feeling the trip, and it comes purely from internal and external stimuli, which is my environment. And that's where I get plenty of sensations from that I don't need to rely, or I'm not even curious for any other substance. I've never had that curiosity because my life is full enough with even just Bulgaria. Essentially, I've seen mountains that are perhaps some of the most beautiful in the whole world, with fantastic clean little rivers, little pools, waterfalls, and places where nobody lives, nobody goes, and then you see monasteries in between, and it's as if you're in a movie, as if you are literally in a fairy tale. That's Bulgaria to me. It is absolutely pure magic. And that's not to say that there's a particular place or thing you must see, but I do recommend experiencing Bulgaria in depth in perhaps autumn, summer, and just go on your own. And it is absolutely mesmerizing. I have friends who are from the Netherlands but left Bulgaria last year, the year before, and they keep coming back. Some are even considering moving back, despite their living standard and salary in the West being far higher, and the so-called standard of living being better. They have their apartments, they have their family, but still something aches. Something itches. And that's Bulgaria. And that's only Bulgaria. Because what they say is, listen Leon, I want to move back. I miss my friends, I miss the slow life, the sun, the heat, the food, the beer, the sea, the mountains. You can move back west to the so-called better countries and be there in your damp, moist climate where your bones start aching in winter and you'll feel like, okay, what am I doing here? You'll have a reverse culture shock. And that's not just me saying that, it is an absolute fact. This is my Monica, an open air cafe restaurant, the place to be in summer. It is just gorgeous, look at it. So I took a portion of fries, which are homemade, let's say, cut right here. I have two kebabchita, which is the meat, I have lutenica, and I have a cup of Aryan. As I said in my previous video, Bulgaria is becoming noticeably more expensive. The whole of this is 16 leva and some rest, some change, which is over 8 euros, and that's very steep for Bulgaria for basic snack food. This is one of the more fancy, or I wouldn't say pretentious, but one of the like popular areas. I don't know how to describe it exactly, but still the food is the same, and that is a very steep price for Bulgaria, trust me. People from the country, from outside Sofia, they would be outraged if they had to pay more than 3 euros, 4 euros for this. But that's hipsterish Sofia nowadays. In our case, I enjoy this place because it is part of the magic of the city, or just under the trees, eating in the forest, which is worth something. It's kind of cool. School bands performing every now and then, food trucks, whatever. It's pretty nice.